Imagine stepping into a living space where your eyes are immediately drawn to a soft sage green accent wall. It is neither loud nor overpowering, instead, it invites you to pause, to breathe. Around this wall, natural light filters through sheer curtains, casting a gentle glow on furniture in warm beiges and creamy whites. The textures in the room, linen throws, velvet cushions, soft wool rugs, interact with the sage accents, creating a layered yet harmonious composition. This is the magic of sage green: it complements without competing, it elevates without dominating. Welcome back to Homey Studio. Today, we are diving into the subtle elegance of interiors that embrace pops of sage green, a shade that balances tranquility and modern sophistication. Sage green is not just a color, it is a feeling, a soft whisper of nature that transforms any space into a calm, rejuvenating environment. In the ever-evolving world of interior design, this muted green has found its way into contemporary, rustic, Scandinavian, and even eclectic homes, effortlessly pairing with neutral tones, warm woods, and sleek metallics. Materials and textures. When incorporating sage green, the choice of materials and textures is key. A velvet sofa in sage green becomes a statement piece, while maintaining softness and subtlety. Pair it with a reclaimed wood coffee table or shelves to bring warmth and a tactile contrast that feels inviting. Sage green ceramics, planters, and vases introduce small yet impactful touches, grounding the space in nature. Even subtle hints on throw pillows, blankets, or accent chairs can dramatically alter the perception of a room, adding depth and dimension without overwhelming the design. Lighting plays an equally important role. Natural light enhances the softness of sage, allowing its gray undertones to shine and shift throughout the day. Meanwhile, carefully chosen artificial lighting, whether warm LED sconces, brass floor lamps, or pendant lights, creates layers of ambience, highlighting the green in a way that feels both intentional and effortless. The interaction of sage with light underscores its versatility. It can feel fresh and airy during the day, and warm and enveloping by night. Color pairings and harmony. The true brilliance of sage green lies in its adaptability. It harmonizes with neutral palettes, including soft creams, gentle beiges, and pure whites. For those who enjoy contrast, deep charcoals, rich browns, or matte black fixtures provide a sophisticated counterbalance, giving a modern edge to the soothing green. Metallics such as brushed brass, gold, or even muted copper reflect light and add subtle glamour. And if you're drawn to bolder statements, sage can complement muted mustard, terracotta, or soft blush tones, creating a layered color story that feels curated rather than chaotic. In interiors, this color serves as both a canvas and an accent. A sage green accent wall can anchor a living room, while a dining area with sage cabinetry or painted chairs introduces personality in a functional space. Bedrooms adorned with sage bedding or upholstered headboards create a sense of calm, inviting rest and relaxation. Bathrooms with sage tiles, vanities, or even accessories like towels and rugs can feel like a boutique spa, where the soft green is restorative, quieting the senses, and creating a space that is functional yet luxurious. Bringing nature indoors. Sage green is also a color that inherently connects interiors with nature. When paired with plants, it creates a seamless continuity between indoor and outdoor environments. Consider a corner with a few potted ferns, eucalyptus branches, or trailing vines resting near a sage wall or on a green accented shelf. The color enhances the greenery, making it feel curated, almost intentional, rather than purely decorative. This connection to nature, subtle yet profound, is why sage green has become a favorite in modern interiors. It brings the outside in, grounding a home in calm and organic energy. Decorative choices, from soft throws to woven baskets, from ceramic planters to textured rugs, become part of a narrative that sage green naturally supports. It tells a story of relaxation, intention, and timeless design. And yet, it remains dynamic. It can work in open-concept living spaces, small studio apartments, or grand villas with high ceilings, adapting to proportions and layouts while maintaining visual balance. Sage green also shines when it is introduced through furniture, transforming functional pieces into soft statements. Imagine an armchair in sage velvet, paired with a low-profile wooden coffee table. The chair doesn't dominate the room, it invites you in, encouraging a quiet pause, a moment of reflection. When a sofa, ottoman, or even a bench adopts this muted green, it immediately anchors the room, creating a subtle focal point without overpowering other design elements. The form of the furniture is as important as its color. Clean lines, soft curves, and rounded edges complement the understated elegance of sage, while modern silhouettes offer a contemporary counterpoint to its natural, organic undertones. Layering is another key strategy. A sage throw draped over a neutral-toned sofa or a collection of pillows in varying shades of green and gray adds dimension and depth. It's not about quantity, it's about harmony. Each piece interacts with its surroundings, whether it's the warmth of wooden flooring, the soft glow of natural light, or the muted tones of stone and concrete surfaces. Sage green thrives in this ecosystem of textures, forming a quiet dialogue with every element in the room. Patterns and subtle contrasts. While sage green excels as a solid color, it also performs beautifully when paired with patterns. Floral prints with sage leaves, geometric designs in muted greens, or subtle stripes on upholstery can create interest without overwhelming the eye. The goal is always balance. Patterns should complement, never compete. In textiles, this means using sage as a unifying backdrop while allowing textures, linen, velvet, cotton, to carry the visual weight. Even subtle patterns on rugs or curtains can tie a room together, creating cohesion that feels effortless and intentional. Contrast is also essential. Sage green gains richness when placed next to darker tones, like matte charcoal cabinets or deep wood furniture, creating a sense of depth and dimension. Conversely, pairing sage with crisp whites or soft creams amplifies its freshness, making the space feel lighter, more open, and airy. These contrasts are not just visual, they influence the mood, subtly guiding how a space feels to its occupants. A sage-accented corner feels restorative, a bedroom with sage bedding evokes serenity, and a kitchen with sage cabinetry exudes quiet sophistication. Lighting and ambience. Lighting is one of the most transformative elements when working with sage green. By day, natural light enhances its gray undertones, creating soft shifts in color that feel alive yet calming. By evening, warm artificial lighting, whether from brass sconces, pendant lights, or soft LED strips, brings out the color's cozy side, wrapping the space in a gentle glow. Reflection from mirrors, glass surfaces, and polished metals amplifies sage's versatility, making it appear vibrant without overwhelming. Think of a dining table framed by sage green chairs beneath a cluster of warm-hued pendant lights. The room immediately feels curated, comfortable, and inviting. Even in larger open-concept spaces, careful lighting can highlight sage accents strategically, guiding the eye and creating areas of intimacy within expansive layouts. Decorative accents and accessories. Decorative accents are the final touch that allows sage green to tell its full story. Vases, ceramics, candle holders, and throw pillows in this muted green create continuity across the home. A small sage green ceramic vase on a console table can feel intentional when paired with dried flowers or greenery, echoing the natural inspiration of the color. Textured baskets, woven trays, and soft linens introduce tactile contrast, reinforcing the room's layered, inviting aesthetic. Even kitchenware or bathroom accessories benefit from sage green. A matte sage kettle, matching dishware, or towels in this calming hue create a seamless visual flow. In this way, sage green is not confined to walls or large furniture, it becomes a lifestyle, integrated into the objects that shape daily living, quietly influencing the atmosphere without ever feeling forced. Sage green is not only visually calming, it subtly shapes the way we experience daily life. Entering a room with sage accents can induce a sense of tranquility, reducing visual clutter and creating mental clarity. Bedrooms with sage bedding encourage restful sleep, while a living area with sage textiles promotes relaxation and social comfort. Even kitchens and dining spaces benefit from sage cabinetry, tableware, or accessories, as the color's understated energy fosters a sense of warmth, ease, and hospitality. It's also a color that encourages mindful living. By integrating sage green intentionally, the home feels curated rather than chaotic, guiding choices in decor, lighting, and furniture. It teaches restraint without dullness, demonstrating that subtlety and sophistication can coexist with comfort and functionality. Seasonal styling and adaptation. Sage green's adaptability across seasons is one of its most practical advantages. In spring and summer, pair it with fresh blooms, light woods, and soft whites to enhance its airy, rejuvenating qualities. During fall and winter, layer in deeper neutrals, cozy textiles, and warm metals to create an enveloping, comforting atmosphere. Changing accent pieces, throws, pillows, vases, or tableware allows the home to evolve seamlessly without requiring a full redesign. This flexibility extends beyond decor. Lighting, flooring, and even artwork can be rotated seasonally while maintaining cohesion, thanks to sage green's neutral yet dynamic undertone. Whether the goal is energy, warmth, or serenity, sage responds beautifully, adapting to mood and context. Sage green seamlessly integrates with contemporary design trends, creating interiors that feel current yet timeless. It pairs beautifully with minimalist furniture, clean lines, and uncluttered layouts, offering a soft counterbalance to sharp geometric forms. In industrial-inspired spaces, sage can temper raw materials such as exposed brick, concrete, or blackened steel, softening their intensity and adding warmth. Similarly, in Scandinavian-inspired homes, sage green works alongside light woods, natural fibers, and monochromatic palettes, enhancing the sense of serenity and openness that defines the style. It's important to remember that sage green is versatile enough to bridge trends without overwhelming them. A sage accent can subtly nod to 2025's most popular palettes, think muted pastels, earthy neutrals, and soft metallics, while remaining a constant, grounding presence in the home. In this way, it supports design evolution, allowing homeowners to refresh furnishings, decor, or artwork over time without needing to replace the foundational color elements. Sage green and minimalism. Minimalism is often associated with restraint, clean lines, uncluttered spaces, and a limited palette that allows architecture and form to take center stage. Yet, when sage green is introduced into minimalist interiors, it adds an unexpected softness, enriching the simplicity with warmth and depth. Imagine a room defined by sharp edges, white walls, and natural wood flooring. A single sage green element, a chair, a rug, or even a vase, immediately shifts the mood. It's not a distraction but a subtle punctuation, reminding us that minimalism doesn't have to be stark or cold. Sage green brings in a touch of humanity, a hint of nature, and a sense of calm that supports the essence of simplicity. In minimalist spaces, every object has meaning. A sage green linen curtain is not just fabric, it's an intentional frame for natural light. A sage-toned ceramic bowl on a dining table becomes both functional and sculptural. These accents emphasize the minimalist philosophy of less but better, where color is purposeful, not decorative excess. The beauty of sage and minimalism lies in its adaptability. Against monochrome palettes of black, white, and gray, it provides a whisper of color, soft enough to blend, distinct enough to ground the space. It enhances negative space rather than filling it, creating balance without breaking harmony. In this way, sage green teaches us that minimalism isn't about emptiness, it's about clarity, mindfulness, and the power of subtle choices. Through sage green, minimalism becomes warmer, more livable. Spaces feel intentional yet inviting, uncluttered yet soulful. It demonstrates that minimalism can be both rigorous and compassionate, disciplined yet deeply human. Small details and subtle accents. While larger elements like furniture, cabinetry, or walls establish a home's sage foundation, it's often the small details that elevate a space from simply beautiful to memorably sophisticated. Consider sage green ceramics on a console, soft linen napkins in the dining room, or candle holders and glassware that echo the same muted tone. Even subtle trim, moldings, or picture frames painted in sage can add cohesion, creating visual connections between disparate areas. Textiles deserve special attention. Sage green cushions, throws, or even area rugs layered with complementary neutrals add tactile richness and depth. These touches allow interiors to feel lived in and dynamic while reinforcing the color's calming, restorative qualities. The beauty of sage lies in its ability to make even small, considered details feel meaningful. One of the reasons designers love sage green is its timelessness. Unlike fleeting trend colors, sage has a quiet, enduring presence. It does not demand attention, nor does it quickly feel dated. Homes featuring sage accents age gracefully, and the color can accommodate changes in furniture, decor, and lifestyle. A sofa in sage green remains stylish, a wall painted in muted sage continues to evoke calm, and even small decor accessories retain relevance season after season. Sage green's muted vibrancy ensures longevity. It is neither overly cool nor aggressively warm, striking a balance that allows it to coexist with evolving design trends. Ultimately, sage green is more than a color, it is a tool for creating spaces that nurture and inspire. Its muted elegance invites calm, supports balance, and connects interiors to nature in ways that feel effortless. In today's homes, multifunctional spaces have become a design necessity, and sage green rises to the occasion with remarkable versatility. Whether it's a home office doubling as a guest room, or a living area that transitions into a dining space, sage green serves as a unifying element that visually connects different zones. Imagine a sage green accent wall that stretches subtly across a living and dining area, creating continuity while allowing furniture, rugs, and decor to define the function of each space. Even in small apartments, sage green works wonders. A sage green bookshelf or cabinet can act as both storage and a soft focal point, making the space feel curated without overcrowding it. Accents like throw pillows, rugs, or even small appliances in sage create rhythm throughout compact spaces, helping the eye flow naturally from one zone to the next. It's a color that makes even the smallest spaces feel intentional, cohesive, and visually balanced. In a world where interiors can often feel chaotic or overstimulating, sage green reminds us that beauty lies in subtlety, in the thoughtful interplay of color, light, and texture. It's a color that encourages mindfulness, intentionality, and serenity. Homes infused with sage green feel cohesive, welcoming, and enduring, proving that even the softest colors can make the most profound impact. As we've explored today, sage green provides a foundation for creativity, a canvas for layering, and a quiet presence that adapts to every season, style, and mood. It is timeless yet modern, soothing yet sophisticated, a color that truly embodies the spirit of contemporary, mindful living. Thank you for joining Homey Studio on this journey through interiors with pops of sage green. Remember, design is not just about what you see, it's about how it makes you feel. Sage green teaches us that subtlety can be bold, that restraint can be luxurious, and that every detail, no matter how small, contributes to the story of your home. Embrace it, layer it, and let it transform your space into a sanctuary of calm, elegance, and timeless style.